Okay, now as Core is getting set up, just some additional commentary about the program. I want you for a moment to reflect on, this period in time in which you're entering an engineering degree, an engineering bachelor's degree. You're excited to design things, to make things, but immediately upon the beginning of the semester, what do? They throw you a calculus textbook or a physics textbook and say, do these problems in the back of the chapter, right? And often it's not until you get to the end of your degree program in which you take more of these design courses. I see some of the students reacting like, mm-hmm. And so what we're really trying to do here is give them not a capstone design experience, which is actually part of the ABET requirements to be accredited, but rather a cornerstone design experience where on day one, they can experience what it takes. And that's incredibly important because although maybe they haven't learned the details of Maxwell's equations or stress strain theory, etc., they at least have attempted to solve something and now they have context for that theoretical work. So this is, I think, what we're trying to do with the students, and looks like we're all set up. Cool, it's all you.
Hello and good morning, everyone. We are JMD.
My name is Jesse Ramirez, and I'm pursuing mechanical engineering.
My name is Malaya and I am bioengineering undeclared.
Hi, I'm Devika Sharma. I go by they, them pronouns, and I'm EECS.
All right, so I believe it's safe to assume here that everyone has a car or knows what a car is. And we all know that cars emit carbon dioxide when you're driving them. And did you know that carbon dioxide is one of the leading factors in greenhouse gases?
CO2 emissions is a global issue because cars exist all around the world. And as we know, this decreases air quality and leads to a poor standard of living and affects the health of humans and living organisms. And in 2019 alone, 5,130 metric tons of CO2 were released into the atmosphere, which also decreased air quality.
All right. So a majority of U.S. greenhouse gases actually comes from transportation. So around 404 grams of carbon dioxide are produced per mile for an average size car. And around 4.6 metric tons of carbon dioxide are produced from a regular passenger vehicle per year. And if you didn't know, that's equivalent to the same size of a fully grown elephant.
And as seen in the graph above from energy release CO2 emissions by sector, transportation is steadily increasing and has emitted more CO2 than industry, buildings, and is now overtaking power.
So while we were researching for a solution, we came across two items already on the market, auto track systems and EHC.
So these systems compared to ours cannot be used while driving and are only used for dealerships and cannot be applied while, like I said, driving. And which is why I believe that our product is better for the user and is more suitable for the environment. Which is why I like to present to you guys CORE, Carbon Emitted Refined Emissions.
So the way our product works is you would attach CORE to the end of your tailpipe, and through your tailpipe, all your emissions would go through a 3-section filter. We have one for large particle, medium particle, and fine particle filter, and as you can see in the photo, we would have a sensor attached to the end that will track how much carbon you're producing per mile, and it will let you know when it's time to change your filters.
Here's a video presentation to show how our product is used and how our product can be cleaned, and just a video demonstration. easily to be assembled onto the exhaust pipe, which is 4 screws. You just tighten the screws and you're ready to go. Very user friendly. And to take it off of the vehicle, same thing. Just unscrew the 4 screws and it's off of the vehicle. Easy install and easy to take off. And it's cheap to reuse the filters because you don't have to buy new ones. You can easily wash the filters and reuse them for multiple use.
So to conclude, this will be beneficial for everyone because it'll help reduce the amount of carbon released per year, and which will lead to a decrease in carbon dioxide overall.
And with the decrease in CO2 emissions, this increases life expectancy and reduces your health, reduces respiratory issues, and leads to a better standard of living. It also means cleaner air for everybody and helps organisms live longer. Thank you for.
Do we have any questions or feedback?
All right. Auto Organics, if you could queue up on the side, that would be great. And I saw Lee. And then we'll go Fiona.
Hey, thanks for your presentation. So I'm just wondering, how did you test your system to know that it actually works and it actually decreases like what you want to reduce and what you want to achieve?
So we haven't fully been able to test our product because we were unable to get our CO2 sensor and our Arduino. But we have a carbon filter that is regulated to trap CO2 carbon emissions. And we hope that with that type of filter and with our mesh filter, and we had one more filter, it was like a steel mesh filter, we were hoping to eliminate those emissions with the use of those filters.
Okay. And how confident are you with just reusing this product in the sense that you said you can just wash it? And I feel that the particle matters will just go through the water system. So like the problem is like kind of transferred somewhere else, right?
Yeah, we did think about that, and it was a problem to just wash them and have it go down the drain. But having to just throw it away would create a larger problem, and the solution could be washing it outside in the with just like with the hose outside in the plants or just on the ground. But we haven't really considered a different alternative as of right now.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks.
Okay, Dean Doyle is on the next.
Thanks. So, given that carbon dioxide is a gas, have you thought about how a carbon dioxide filter would actually trap a gas which has very small molecules? And how frequently a small filter would have to be changed if it's actually just trapping the amount of carbon dioxide that you mentioned a car releasing?
We would have to conduct further testing in order to give you a better answer for that.
Excellent, thank you, Core. All right.